Greetings, Earthlings. This is one and only Dorian Stratton again. Um, yeah, been a while, I know. Reasons and stuff. I'll try and upload on this channel more regularly, but I'm making no promises. Uh, yeah, I've been thinking about things and stuff, and I've come to the definite conclusion that human beings as a species have or appear to have a definite aversion to thinking. I don't mean to having thoughts, because human beings always have thoughts, but having thoughts about a subject isn't the same as actually thinking about it. And this shows up, for me, it shows up quite obviously when the subject of Islam and Islamic terrorism comes up, which it has, obviously, very recently. I don't have to point out why. I mean, that should be fairly obvious. But it's this tendency for people to lump all Muslims together, you know, especially when it's, people seem to say it's like, Muslims, it's like all Muslims get, it's like they're all this one particular way, like all Muslims, Muslim is, Islam is fundamentally, is fundamentally violent, and then my question is, well, what version of Islam are you talking about, So they don't seem to understand that within Islam there are, you know, a lot of different sects of Islam. I mean, as well as as well as the division between Sunnis and Shias, you've also got there's also the Ismailis, which are an offshoot from the from the Shias. Then you have Sufism. There are dozens of different sects and subsects of Islam. So to just from that point of view to turn around and say all Muslims all believe exactly the same thing is, if you've even taken a cursory, examination of Islam and of Islamic beliefs, it's like that's patently absurd. The problem is that human beings have this tendency to want simplistic, preferably singular or at worst binary explanations for just about everything. And the world, and especially human beings, don't behave like that. And people have, they would rather think, most people, in my experience, would rather hammer 6-inch nails into their own skulls rather than actually have to think. Now, what I mean by thinking isn't simply having thoughts. Everyone has thoughts. You can't not have thoughts. You have no control over that. Seriously, try and stop thinking. You can't. You will always have thoughts. Thoughts will always will keep wandering through your mind. Thinking about something is actually examining it, actually critically looking at it and saying, what do I believe to be true? What do I know and how do I know what I know about this particular topic, and how accurate is it? Where is the source of my knowledge? And really examining it, really taking it takes effort. Thinking takes time and effort, and most people don't want to be bothered to do that. And there's a good evolutionary reason why human beings avoid having to think about things. Because when you're in a survival situation, like when we were evolving on the African savannah, like it appears that we did, standing around pondering things could get you killed. Because you were thinking, if you heard a rustling in the grass and you stood around there thinking, now is that the wind, or it could possibly be a lion, but it might not be. Raw crunch, there you are, you're dead. You know, that would get you killed. Standing around thinking about things would very likely get you killed. So you might as well go for the you know, shortcut that. It's probably a lion. I'll run the fuck away. And even if it wasn't, well, you've expended a bit of energy running away, but you're not dead. We don't have that problem anymore. But we still have this tendency towards knee-jerk, simplistic answers to everything. And, I think the world would probably be a better place if, we just, actually did some thinking, took the time and the effort, expended that little bit of, energy to actually think about things, rather than just simply having thoughts about them and thinking we actually know stuff when maybe we don't. But I think one of the problems that is facing the world is the fact that human beings are thinking averse, and it causes some real problems. But that's it really. If you found this interesting, give it a thumbs up. Got anything to say, leave a comment, and if you want to subscribe. Like I said, I'll try and post more stuff on here. I'll try and reactivate this channel. Probably more likely to happen after Christmas than before. But anyway, thanks for watching, and have a nice life until I see you again.